Okay, so I wanted to make this video really quick for anybody that is curious on how to submit the master's specialty. So depending on where you are, you're going to want to go to sundogtraining.com/sundogsport. And it's going to bring up this page right here. Once you're here, you're going to be able to see that there is a Trick Dog Masters page. You're going to go over to the Trick Dog Masters page. And it's going to have all the information on the master's title, all of the rules, information, highlights, whatever. You're going to be able to see this master's trick list right here. If you click on it, it'll let you open it so that you can get information about all of the tricks that we have as options for this title. And then if you're ready to submit, you're just going to click this Submit the Title button. And then it's going to bring up this page right here. It's got some information that's basically like, hey, in case you didn't know, this is the Sundog Sport Master Specialty, in case somebody accidentally ends up here. If you have questions or anything like that, you can contact us. You can click all those buttons to be able to email us and send us a Facebook message. And just as long as you know all of this information, you hit next. Then the next page is going to tell you a little bit about the specialty. It's going to give you a little bit of info. It's going to say that payment must be submitted before we review your submission. This is because it is a submission fee, not a ribbon or award fee. It's going to tell you, 40 tricks are required and that you can also earn the top trick dog title. It's going to have all of the rules here. And so you can go through all of these and then you're just going to hit next. Then you're going to type in your information. You want to put your first and last name, and then you want to put a valid email address because, one, it wants it to be a valid email address, but two, we need to be able to tell you if you earned your titles. You're then going to put in your dog's call name, and then if you want, you can put in your dog's registered name. And most of these things all have examples. Then you're going to put in your breed. You can tell I made the form. And then you can put in how old your dog is and hit next. Then you're going to choose which title you're submitting. You do have to submit them individually, however, you can pay fees all together. But so for the sake of argument, let's say we're going to do the novice. When you click novice, then, when you click novice, then the novice section is going to populate. When you click on all of these different ones, the correct section will populate based off of that selection. So if you select novice, you're then going to select whether or not you're submitting the novice masters, the novice top trick dog without any of the master stuff. So in other words, you already submitted masters before on a previous occasion, or that you're submitting novice masters and top trick dog. It doesn't matter which of these you select, okay? You just want to make sure you're selecting the appropriate one. So then you're going to want to provide links to your videos. It can be a single link or it can be multiple links. And so you can put in as many as you want. I'm just doing numbers here so that you can see that you can just fill in this entire box with all kinds of stuff, right? So for example, though, like, let's say that I have so let's say I can spell, probably be helpful. So let's say that this is a link to my video, okay? Like my video is going to be on my Facebook page. So it's going to be facebook.com/sundogtamaskin, whatever. You're going to input that link there, hit space, put a comma in, and if you have more than one link, then continue to do that and just put them all in there so that we can get them all. You can send a link to a playlist, a photo album. You can send individual links to individual videos. You can make one video of everything, or you can split it all up and every single trick can be its own video. It's totally okay. You can even use past Do More With Your Dog submissions and say, like, this is my novice video that I did for Do More With Your Dog. So this is 15 dog tricks for novice level. And then here's the remaining portion to hit 40. So however you do that, you just input that information. This field actually has no parameters except for that it be filled in so that you can put in whatever you need to in order to make it work. So then we ask you, did you make sure that the video includes all content, follows the rules, and that you made the appropriate selections above? If you did, you just click check. Once you do that, you click next. And then there's some stuff that, you understand that we're evaluating it. It's not an agreement that will award the title, that all of these particular submissions are not even going to just be reviewed by somebody from Sundog Sport, but they will be reviewed by a certified trick dog instructor that is certified through Do More With Your Dog, that this isn't affiliated or recognized by AKC or Do More With Your Dog, that it is independent and just specific to us. But obviously we welcome everybody, that the awards and everything like that are given at no extra cost. This is another one that we get a lot of questions about, but there is no re-review fee unless you do not reply within 7 days to us telling you that you need to work on stuff. If you reply at all, even without attaching any videos or anything like that, that's okay. You get a chance for 3+ additional reviews at no added submission fee. Because we understand that things happen. We understand people don't always understand all of the tricks, or that maybe you're just having a hard time working through them. We're going to walk you guys through what we saw as problems. We're going to tell you where we think you can improve, help you improve so that you can earn the title. Okay, it also, for this particular one, does not necessarily have a window. If we don't hear back from you for like eons, then you might have to remind me that you were in here. But like, if you keep going back and forth with us until you get it, then we should be able to get you taken care of pretty quickly. Once the submission passes, it'll be added to our list for the event, and we will keep a permanent record of that. We also do link, if you provide a public link to your video, we put that on the title holders list so that it's there too. And then we mail you all applicable awards. If you don't complete the form properly, you may be asked to resubmit. So if you leave stuff out, if you check off boxes and you didn't really do it, we might actually have to make you resubmit the entire form. Obviously, we hope that we don't have to do that, but it just really depends. It's so that we can keep everything together. We will contact you from the email sundogsport@sundogtraining.com with the results of your evaluation. We will, in fact, actually do that. Sometimes our turnaround time is longer, sometimes it's shorter. It just kind of depends on my schedule and when you guys catch me. And then also who else is reviewing videos. If it's just me reviewing, obviously, like, I got to be able to fit it in, but it's possible that it'll be longer than that. And that goes into the next bullet point. It typically will take us about 10 days to review the master's video. Some of the other ones, it's 7 days. However, that is an average. If we have a lot of events going on, if we have a lot of stuff going on, if something personally happens to my dogs, that kind of stuff, that's typical turnaround time, not guaranteed turnaround time. We're not going to forget about you though. You're okay. We promise. And then, yeah, that's the whole deal. So then the next one, it says, I agree that Sundog Sport/Sundog Training can share the submission videos on their website, social media, at events, etc., as examples of my participation where my/my dog's name may be listed. So here's the deal. You do not have to check this one. I'm going to check it because, like, I run this shenanigans. But you do not have to check this one. However, we sometimes share videos on Instagram or Facebook, things like that. So if you don't mind us sharing your videos, check that because we would love to share your videos. And then just that you agree to all of this and you understand and you read it. And you're going to just hit submit. It's going to think about it. And then it's going to say thank you for your submission. When you do that, this landing page is actually the same for everybody's. It's going to bring up this page and it's actually going to have checkout cart options for a bunch of different things. So just so that you can kind of know, we do assisted do more with your dog submissions. So you can actually submit all of your tricks, submit everything, and then you actually do pay a fee, but we basically then go on a do more with your dog and order everything for you. This is something too that, especially if you're international, it might be really easy for you, because then that way, I can kind of collect them for you. You can decide where you want them shipped so that we can send your stuff out with Sundog Sports stuff. And like you can get tracking on one package from us and we can send everything together. Or sometimes people just are like, I do not know how to do all of this and this is really complicated. So we're happy to assist you. You can totally do that. It is literally no upcharge. It is just the do more with your dog fee plus our service fee and the shipping costs to get it sent to you. So we're not upcharging for that at all. We're not making anything off of it. It's just so that if anybody needs help, we're able to offer that. Treasure Hunter is up here right now because Treasure Hunter is active. So you'd fill out all of this, select what you were doing, add it to your cart, and then if you scroll down on a computer, it's going to be on the far right hand side. You're going to see Trick Dog Masters. So you just select what it is that you got and you enter your information. One thing I'm going to point out just because we're here is that this only needs to be selected if you do Top Trick Dog as a single review item. If you did Top Trick Dog and it was part of a novice, intermediate, advanced, or expert submission, you do not need to pay for the Top Trick Dog tab. It will come with your reward if it was awarded to you as part of that submission. The tabs are not insanely expensive. We're basically eating that if somebody submits it all at once to make sure that it all gets processed and it's easy for checkout. So just so you guys know, you do not need to select this unless you're doing it by itself after you submit it. So for example, you submit novice right now and you submitted the 40 tricks. And then in 3 months, you go back and finish off the rest of the tricks in novice. You would have to do this. But if you're submitting every single novice trick that's on the new master trick list right now, you just select this and your certificate would reflect Top Trick Dog. You would get the rosette for novice. You would also get the title tab for Top Trick Dog. So that's the deal. While we're in here too, just so you know, you can select international shipping. If you're international, this will actually come with tracking. However, I cannot guarantee that tracking works at every single stage of the process, but it will come with the customs form filled out and it will come with tracking. So I'm going to just put in my dog's information, if I could spell my dog's name, and you want to make sure that this matches. So try and make sure that you put in your name as you want it to appear on your certificates, and that goes for both things. And then you click the Buy Now button, and it is going to bring you to a shopping cart. You can enter your information here. You can do this and you can check out of the cart. I'm not going to actually check out because I do not want to buy a ribbon. But you just agree to this, you put in your information, and then you can check out. Actually, I guess, let's see here. Okay, so I'm not going to pay. So you then fill out all your information for your shipping and everything like that. I'll do it. You guys can stalk me, whatever, I don't care. Then free shipping. You hit continue, and then you can select how you want to pay for the things. And that's it. That's the dealio. Super, super complicated. Said no one ever. You can pay with a credit card. You can pay with a credit or debit card. We have a bunch of different payment options on here. I think we have WePay, we have Square, we have PayPal. So there's definitely a bunch of options for you guys to be able to check out no matter where you are in the world. I wanted to make it as flexible as possible. So that is how you do it. You would then hit the checkout button and your stuff would get processed, and then I would send it to you. And if you are doing multiple titles at once, you can see this little shopping bag at the bottom. So let's do a Treasure Dog submission, right? So I'm literally just filling stuff in here just so that we can do it. I can put this in here and now they're both in my cart. So if you're doing multiple things at once, when you submit your first thing, if you're submitting for multiple dogs or multiple titles, you can just not check out all the way. You can add it to your cart and X out of it, and you can actually go back on the website and resubmit the form, and this little bag will pop back up, excuse me, and you can then put your stuff in your cart. So that's definitely a really cool option for you guys. We set that up hoping that it would be good for everybody. So just remember that that little shopping bag is there. So I hope that that answers any questions that anybody might have about submitting. All of our forms are pretty similar to that. The meat and potatoes in the middle is a little bit different depending on the specialty, but overall that is the form. I try and make them as simplistic as possible so that you're not having to add a ton of information in. Occasionally we need more stuff, but I try and make it as simple and as easy as possible. So you guys have a great day.